Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Big Life Podcast. I'm Leah Klinke.
And I'm Kate Phillips, and we're so excited to be here today for episode 17. And we have a special guest that we cannot wait for you guys to hear from today. But first, Leah, why don't you tell us about your games the past week? You guys played Duke, and then you guys played Stanford in the ACC tournament.
Yes, so crazy week for us. Overall it was a great week though. So we traveled to North Carolina on Wednesday, where the ACC tournament was. So we got to bye the first round. So we were straight into the semifinals, which was nice, except for the fact that we had to play Duke, who's obviously a great team. So we played Duke and we ended up beating them, which was a great win for us. So that was great. The game overall, exhausting.
Yeah.
Duke was very good, so we were just running, trying to press them. But we ended up with the win, so we were so happy after that. So proud of my team. We had a whole dance party in the locker room after. It was so much fun. Definitely a core memory. And
How late did you guys score that, what was it, the third goal or something? How late was that goal? It was pretty late into the game, right? You guys, because
yes.
I was watching and was like, oh gosh, they're probably
Yeah. There was 2 or 3 minutes left in the game, I think. It was it was at the perfect timing. So that was goal to win. Yeah, perfect timing. 3 minutes left. And then so after that, we were just launching it down the field and we ended up winning. So yeah, just a great overall performance, great fight from my team. I think we're kind of known now as a team that's never going to give up. We've been down in multiple games now against very good teams and we never stop fighting. We come back. So I think that's just a testament to our determination and just will to win and believe and never give up. So that was great. And then we stayed in North Carolina over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and then ACC championship was Sunday. We played Stanford. Honestly, a great game, such a good matchup. They were number 1 seed in the ACC tournament. We were number 2 seed. They're 1 seed overall in the nation. We were 2 seed overall in the nation. So just such a good game to watch. Tons of fans there. We were down 0-2, and I can't even remember. The middle of the second half, maybe, we scored our first goal, and then we scored another goal later on to send it into overtime. So then we were tied going into overtime. It was great. We had so much momentum in our favor, I feel like, at this point. Overtime, honestly, after playing a hard game on Thursday for both of us, both of our teams were just so exhausted.
Yeah.
So we were just trying to last in the overtime. I remember just every time I'd kick a ball more than 10 yards, my quad would cramp up. So I'm sure that's how everyone was too. I would take a step and I would feel my calf cramp up too. Crazy. Anyways, I would run over to the bench every chance I could get, and I would take a bunch of electrolytes and stuff. I was oh my gosh, everyone was dying on the field. Not actually, but everyone was so tired just because we gave it our all. And it was still tied after 2 periods of overtime, 2-2. So unfortunately, that means we had to go into penalties, and we were tied 4-4 after the first 5 takers. And then unfortunately, we ended up losing in penalties to Stanford. So credit to them for that. I mean, it was just such a fun, gritty, determined game. It was just a great matchup and super fun. The hardest game I think I've ever played in. But such a great matchup. I'm sure that was fun for the fans and everyone to watch. There's a lot of people in the stadium. I'm sure a lot of people watching back at home. But I mean, credit to them. They're a great team. It was a good matchup. So hopefully we'll see them in the NCAA tournament because we need our revenge. But great team. I mean, they got the trophy, so good for them. But yeah, now it's just time to move on and get ready for the NCAA tournament. So us and Stanford, we're on different sides of the bracket, but we're both 1 seeds. So that'll be great. So we could see them in the Final Four if we both were to make it that far. But I mean, my team is obviously we were kind of sad that we lost, but there's nothing to regret or be mad about because we gave it our all. And after that game, I was wow, I'm just so proud of my team and how we fought, especially to come back from being down 0-2 and tie it up to send it in overtime. So, yeah, we're ready to play. This week, we are matched up against University of Illinois Chicago. So that'll be our first round game on Saturday. So all eyes on that, and we're excited for that.
It's a home game, right?
Yeah, it's home. Yes.
Maybe in the snow.
Yeah. It's snowing here right now. It's like 20 degrees, snowing. Well, it's crazy because we're in North Carolina. Also, the game is 76 degrees outside. So it's like burning hot. Then we get on a plane, fly back to Notre Dame, and it's snowing outside. We land in like a bunch of snow, 6 inches of snow on the ground. We're like, oh my gosh. So that welcomed us back, I guess. And today it's been snowing like all day. So exciting, I guess. Yeah. But it is nice to like host as a 1 seed. It's nice. Like if we were to keep winning, we would host all the way up until the College Cup. So a possibility of like 4 games we would host. And we'd have like no away games if we were to keep winning. So that is definitely a plus about being a 1 seed or a top seed, is that if any team that comes to us, like I think there's probably a bunch of teams on our side of the bracket that aren't even used to the cold. So if they have to come and like play in the cold, then like, great, that's an advantage for us. But as long as we get all the snow off our field, there's like a foot of snow on the field right now.
I bet they're used to it. Your guys' ground people.
Yeah. They're gonna have to definitely start shoveling it, I guess. Crazy.
And you took the first PK. We talked about him. I was so funny. My mom, she's definitely listening to this, but she was like texting me and she was like, Leah's taking the first penalty.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And you made it great then.
Thanks. Yeah, I did take the first penalty and I made it. So that was good. Yeah.
Good job for you.
Yeah. Penalty kicks are like weird. It's like all mental. And it's just like a weird way to end the game. Like it doesn't account to like how good the team is at all. It's just like a way to end it. I don't know. It's like weird to me. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about them.
A lot of it too is like, I don't know, some coaches do it differently. Like at least for college, like even if you're on the bench, you can still take a penalty. Like you don't have to be on the field. Like for professional penalties, like World Cup and stuff, like they have to be on the field to take the penalty. But for college, like anybody can take it. So it's just like some teams, like they'll take off their starters. Like, you're going into penalties, take your starters off, give them a break, and then like get them ready. But like, I mean,
yeah,
all mental. Like to that point, it's like, have you practiced it enough? And are you in a good mindset to go out and take it? Like,
right. Yeah.
Goalkeeper,
no, that is.
When you get there.
Yeah, that is like interesting. I never even thought about that, but yeah, I mean, that does make sense because we had it's like you pick 10 people to go out there. And some of our players were not on the field at the time that were gonna take the kicks. But yeah, it's crazy. You definitely right before we took or after the second round of overtime, I was so nervous that when I was running up for my PK, I was like, my calf's gonna cramp. So I like took a bunch of like electrolytes like right before I took the PK. I was like, I cannot cramp on my way to run up to take
That'd be crazy.
I know, yeah. And I didn't. So I mean, I wasn't even like thinking about that obviously when I was going up to take it, but I was like, I just need to make sure that I'm not gonna cramp. So I need some electrolytes. Anyways, yeah. So that was a crazy game. There's also so many other crazy conference championship games yesterday or Sunday. And a lot that went into overtime, too. I know that Vanderbilt beat LSU in penalty kicks, so that was a crazy game.
You couldn't watch that game, could you? I don't know if you did.
I watched, like, part of the end of it after ours.
It was, like, LSU is, like, okay, we played them, and, like, offensively, like, they are just on you the whole game. Like, they just have such good offensive players, and, like, they just know where each other are throughout the entire game. All these girls also are like 6 foot. Like they're tall. Like it's crazy. Like all their forwards are just like tall girls, like big tall girls. But they're just been like on teams. Like they're on like I guess they just lost past game, but they were on like crazy winning streak for like the past couple of whatever SEC games. But they were just on Vanderbilt, who's like a team that like usually like they don't I don't know, usually they have the ball and they're very possession based team and like it wasn't like that. Like LSU was just like handing it to them for a while.
Yeah,
And unfortunately, like LSU's goalkeeper and one of their defenders kind of had like a fluke. I don't know if you saw their goal.
I
Vanderbilt.
didn't. I wasn't able
Like
to
the
see.
goalie for LSU like came out and like had called for it to like catch it, and then her and one of her defenders like collided, and so when they collided, like she dropped the ball and like they scored, and then like watching it, you're like, oh, maybe there's like a card, like that wasn't probably maybe it gotten called back, and their coach was like screaming. The LSU coach was like screaming the whole time. She's like, that's like. And then they put it back, and it's like her and her defender just running straight into each other. It was like so unfortunate.
Oh
Another
gosh.
part, and their coach ended up getting a card for it. It was like not stopping. But yeah,
Oh god.
it was interesting. And then overtime, when they went into overtime, like it was just like it's never good soccer in overtime. Like
Yeah.
everybody's tired, like just not, yeah, not great.
Mhm.
But then Vanderbilt's goalkeeper, they had some great penalties too. Like I like don't think anybody missed. I think it was like goalkeeper saving them, but they almost went into like where it's just like sudden death between the two goalkeepers. I think it
Really?
got to
Oh
like
gosh.
9 takers,
Oh
like
wow.
one more field player, and then I think it was like the goalkeepers. And yeah, their goalie, Vanderbilt's goalie, she like made some great saves.
Yeah.
Going like side to side in the goal. She was
Really?
going like like before she was like going side to side and then was like screaming at the she was like yelling at the LSU players as they were like coming up and the ref told her she had to like stop. But I mean,
Really? Oh
it's a way
wow.
to like
She was trying to
way
get in their
yeah,
heads.
yeah,
Yeah.
way to get in
Oh
the
wow.
head.
Yeah.
But I mean it worked, I guess. Um
Yeah.
it's just kind of
Wow.
interesting. But
Yeah, that is interesting. Interesting strategy.
yeah. I mean, good way to do it, but
Yeah.
I
Whatever
mean I
works.
feel like during your guys' game, the Urkel had the Stanford goalkeeper, she had I mean like some goalkeepers they'll have like list of like where people are gonna shoot, but it's like I don't know. People can
Yeah.
change. Doesn't really matter that much, but it's like
Yeah.
there's strategy in it.
Mhm.
So it's like
Yeah.
do you go with it or not?
Yeah. No, there is. And like I feel like people well, first off, like I feel like on our team at least, like we've had maybe two people who've taken the mainly
Mhm.
penalties that we've gotten this season, but the rest, like so I mean, and at least 5 are taking a kick, so it's like, you actually have no idea where they're going, and then, the people who do take all our PKs, it's like, they know, like, this keeper probably knows where I've gone most times, so it's like,
Yeah.
am I gonna keep it the same? Am I gonna change? And then
Yeah.
the keeper's probably thinking, "Oh, she probably knows that I know where she's gonna go," like so it's kind of just like a mind game, and
It
just
really
gotta
is, yeah.
pick one way and go with it, like, both the keeper and the player, I feel like.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
That game, yeah, was really good. And then Washington beat Michigan State
Mhm.
in penalties. And then like I didn't watch that game, but if you're, I don't know anything about the soccer world, you've probably seen that Washington's goalkeeper unfortunately passed away this
Mhm.
past week from cancer, and she was like fighting with the cancer for the past like year. And so that was like really, I mean, awesome for them to win the Big Ten.
Yeah, for sure.
It
Just
was
to
so cool to see.
yeah, just to do it in honor of her. I mean, that team's definitely hurting. I feel like all the soccer teams are hurting right now. A bunch of we had a bunch of us wore, like, orange ribbon to, like, signify her cancer and just to honor her, like, throughout our game and then their game, of course, like, just so sad, but then also, like, they definitely did that for her, and they know that she's watching over them as they're playing that game, so I bet that was great for them to win, but also just, like, so hard to play, like, under those circumstances at that time.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
really is. I mean, it's awesome for them. I don't even know. I know they were hurting, and
Mhm.
yeah, people
Yeah.
it was really cool. Really, really cool to see.
Yeah. So sad, but they have a bigger purpose to play for now, and I feel like everyone too, like, when
Mhm.
something like this happens, like, it's not like Washington is hurting, but everyone comes together and is trying to uplift each other, and just help everyone through this and like just show respect for her and for her family and all their teams. So definitely my prayers go out to her family and their team and everyone else involved for sure.
So what will your guys' week kind of look like? You play, what day do you guys play on?
So we play Saturday. So how the first round works is I think the host team gets to choose whether they play Friday, Saturday, or Sunday this upcoming week. So we're playing Saturday at 6 p.m. First, this is how our week looks like. First, we just played on Sunday. So Monday and Tuesday are off days this week. Thank goodness. To put it into perspective for like, I guess, viewers who don't know this, like yesterday in the overtime game, I ran 10.8 miles. And like, that's how it is for like insane. My position, I run a lot, but it's like everyone like on the field, if you're playing significant amount of minutes, like you run so much. And then for Thursday, like a 90-minute game is like 9 point something miles. Like it's like crazy how much soccer players run in college. So definitely need to rest and eat and drink a lot of water and just recover because my body's definitely feeling it. And then we're going to just have practice and a lift on Wednesday. Thursday and Friday we'll just practice and then we'll play Saturday. So, but definitely, especially like now this is kind of a new chapter, like ACCs are done, like, so it's time to rest and get our minds back to start over to go on a long NCAA run, hopefully.
Yeah. So exciting. Yeah, recovery right now is probably like so important for you guys, especially like having to go into overtime is, yeah, can be really rough. But that's nice that you guys almost have like, I mean, a full week to
Yeah.
to go ahead and get prepared for your next
Yeah.
week.
For sure, for sure. One thing that's really interesting for teams is that it would be good, or although it's good to like do really well in your conference championship game or like make it far in your conference tournament, it's such a quick turnaround from like Sunday to maybe NCAA start on Friday for some people. So that's such a quick turnaround. But for other teams who maybe didn't do as well in conference, got knocked out, but are still in the NCAA tournament, kind of benefits them because it's later in the season. Like everyone is tired. Like people are starting to get like burnout almost. So it's almost nicer to have, or not nicer. Obviously, you'd want to still play in your conference championship and stuff, but it is nice to just also have a week or two to rest, recover, and then get ready to make a long run in the NCAA tournament. Specifically, I'm thinking a team like UNC. Like they're in the NCAA tournament. They didn't even make the ACC tournament. So I think that means their last game was like a week or two ago. I think probably like 12 or 14 days ago until their first game in the NCAA tournament. And they're a team they're so good still. So, and they've had time to recover now and relax. So they could definitely make a big run and they're going to be fresh and ready to go. Especially they're probably upset that they didn't make it far in ACC. So they've got something to prove. But teams like that are going to be definitely like, got to be on the lookout for them.
Yeah. Well, they also get like, I mean, if you've not had a good season like a UNC up until that point, is like you have like 2 weeks is a great time to have like a mental reset completely as a team and be like, I mean, I assume like you're definitely having team meetings. Seniors are like, these are our last games. Like, if we do get a chance at the tournament, like we have to take full advantage of this. And they've had experience like doing really well in the tournament. I mean, they always do well in the tournament.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. You have to look out for teams like that haven't. Like,
yeah.
I mean, they've had a break, and that's huge. Like,
Yes.
for
Huge.
your body.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, it's so exciting now that it's tournament time. Anything can happen. Any team can win on any given day. I'm excited for it to all get started, but it's crazy that season's almost over.
It is. Well, today we also have a really exciting guest, so we can't wait for you guys to hear from her and get her on.
Yes, we can't wait. Let's bring her on.
Hi, guys. Today we have Kenzie Rowland with us. She is a forward/midfielder on the Iowa women's soccer team. Kenzie is a grad student from Waverly, Iowa, and has been a key player for the Hawkeyes throughout her career. This season, she continued to be a consistent contributor with 3 goals and starting regularly for Iowa. Off the field, Kenzie is a CSC Academic All-American and is majoring in business. She's an amazing player in person, and we're so excited to have her on today. So, Kenzie, why don't you share a little bit about yourself and then your journey to Iowa?
Yeah, so my name is Kenzie, like she said. I'm from small town, like Waverly, Iowa. I always was like, I want to get out of Iowa for a little bit. And then I ended up here anyways. Like, I just love everything about the university and all the people that comes with it. So after a very long recruiting process, I ended up here anyways. And I'm so thankful that I did. I've had so many like memories and grown so much here.
What has your journey been like coming to Iowa, and then what made you decide to stay for your graduate year?
Yeah, so I originally got recruited by Iowa in 8th grade, and then there was, like, all these crazy rule changes, so I, like, took a ton of visits in a ton of other places, and I was really trying to go anywhere but Iowa just because 'cause I'm from here and wanted something different, and every time I came back here, I was like, "This is my home, I know I'm gonna be here." I loved the people, and it's far away enough from home, it's, like, an hour and a half that it's, like, the perfect distance where I can, like, still go see my family if I need to, but also be, like, farther enough away not to have, like, a sleepover with my mom every night. So, it was perfect, and, I mean, I've loved it. I committed, I think, my sophomore year of high school, and then there was, like, a ton of other rule changes, but there was no other place I was gonna be, like, my last year. I kinda thought about it, and I was like, "It would be really cool to go somewhere else, get, like, a different experience," but this program has just given so much to me, and I have such a great relationship with the coaching staff, and they know who I am as a person and a player, and so it was kind of a no-brainer for me.
Mhm. We saw that immediately once you got to Iowa, you began to make an impact. In your freshman year, you scored 6 goals. How do you think you've grown as a player throughout your time out at Iowa?
Yeah, my first year, like, that was my job. It was, like, just score goals, like, impact the game in that way. I would say I've grown a lot, like, tactically as a player. I mean, the last few years, like, I think our last game I played 4 different positions, so I was really helped me, like, become a better person, but definitely, like, an overall soccer player, which I think will help me possibly in the future, but I've just learned so much from all the girls around me and kind of been able to expand where I can play on the field rather than just forward.
What's been your favorite position then, like, playing
Oh.
on the field? You
Everyone always asks me this, and I sound, like, so fake, but I swear I'm not, like, I just wanna help out my team, and so, like, wherever that is in the game, like, I'm fine with it. There was one game, like, we played Wake Forest last year, and I was playing outside back, and I was like, "This is so fun." So, I don't really care where I play as long as I'm playing and helping out. I think if you would've asked me a couple years ago, it would've been forward, but now I'm like, "Just put me wherever, like, I'll do whatever."
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a great mindset to have. Took me a while.
what's different about this year's team and then your role this year compared to past seasons?
Yeah, I think in the past, we've had so many, like, great players and leaders that my main focus has kinda just been, like, playing, and this year, it's shifted a little bit to being, like, a captain and on the leadership council, and so trying to balance, like, being consistent myself as, like, a player in person and also balancing, like, my identity outside of soccer, I've had to spend more time on this year just because there's so many more obligations, which I'm so lucky to have those obligations, so I think using, like, leadership from before and also adding to that, but this year's team is a little younger than a lot of the other teams I've been a part of, so but I would say, like, our freshman class is amazing. I mean, we don't have to worry about them at all. They're always doing everything they can and everything right, and, I mean, they've been huge for us, and they've honestly just added to the culture we already had.
Mhm. That's great. What has been your favorite memory from Iowa so far?
That's so easy. I think winning Big Tens, easy. It was my junior year. It was an unforgettable feeling. We were the 8 seed in the tournament, like, we didn't even have a bid to the NCAAs at that point, and we got in, and we ended up winning all of our games, and just, like, having everyone there and the flight home, like, such an unbelievable feeling. It gives me the chills even talking about it.
What are your goals for the rest of the season? Obviously, you guys made the NCAA tournament, but what are your goals for the rest of the season individually and then as a team?
Yeah, I think individually, just leaving an impact on everyone that's here and, like, giving the younger girls something to play for. I think our senior class is huge, and, like, being a part of that is so special, and giving them something to play for is, like, super great, but also leaving them with something, like, they can remember me by in a positive way, whether it's, like, as a player or a person, and I just kinda wanna play my best, like, give it all. I mean, this is kinda the last go, so as a team, I think one of our goals that we've always said is Elite Eight, so we're hoping for that. We honestly, losing first round of Big Tens was brutal emotionally, but we had a lot of things to work on, so I'm really excited for those to, like, come into play and help us win a ton of games in the NCAAs.
Mhm.
I really like how you mentioned, like, leaving an impact not only, like, as a player, but just as a person too on your teammates. I think that's, like, really important that it's more than just about the game. It's more than just
Yeah.
it's like your family, your team's your family, like, your best friends, and, like, you wanna help those around you. Kind of going back to the NCAA tournament, so you guys are a number 5 seed, correct?
Yes.
What is y'all's kind of mindset heading into postseason?
We're just excited. I mean, we haven't played and it feels like forever. It's only been like a week and a half or 2, but I think those games really showed us that we just can't take anything for granted, and so we're definitely going in with that mindset, but also just getting back to, like, Iowa's not, like, a pretty soccer team, everyone knows it, like, we're gritty, gonna try to outwork you, and I think we found that again this week, and that's kinda what we're going for.
Yeah. You said you guys didn't play for a week. Kind of, I guess, what did that look like? Like, I don't know, it's such an awkward time frame.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think some girls that, like, might have needed recovery time took that as recovery time, and then for other of us, it was just kinda we got an opportunity to, like, play, like, 7v7s and 11s, which, like, I'm sure as you guys know, you don't get to do that much with your team. So that was actually really fun and just kind of doing that, but also focusing on, like, minor details and, like, showing everyone that we're still fighting for each other. So lots of 11v11s, lots of running.
We saw that you scored a goal in the NCAA tournament against number 12 Georgia in 2023. What was that experience like? And then what did you learn from playing in like kind of that environment?
Gosh, I don't even remember scoring a goal in that game. But I do remember, like, the experience, and being somewhere warm was great because it's freezing here right now, but, I mean, that game didn't go as planned, so, like, the heartbreak after was terrible, but it was, like, so great to be out there and, like, work hard with my teammates and end on a note that was somewhat positive. I mean, we wanted to go farther, and I think that's something we can take with us, like, to this year because there's been so many moments where we're so close, and I think we can do it this year, but I don't remember scoring the goal. I don't know why. I don't but I'm sure it felt amazing. I'm sure I was just like, "Okay, let's go score another," because we were down, but
Mhm. What do you do or how do you balance, like, being a student with an athlete? How do you balance, like, academics, especially as a grad student?
Yeah, so my story is a little different because originally I was gonna graduate early. So I was done with all of my classes way ahead of time, and then I had an injury. So this year's been like a super great transition for me because I'm doing an internship as like my class for grad school with soccer, which has been super great because it's like I get to work and play soccer, which are like two great things, get paid, play soccer. In the past, I think just balancing out like creating schedules and time management, but also something that's, like, super important for me is, like, having time with my friends or, like, just reset time, whether it's getting, like, a coffee or something, so just doing something, like, fun every day outside of soccer has helped a lot.
Yeah. Me and Leah always talk about our obsession with coffee.
Oh my gosh, I will do
Like,
anything.
worker.
Like, I will walk 2 miles on an away trip just to get a coffee, I don't care.
Yeah. That's exactly how, like, half my team is.
Yes, you have to. It's, like,
Yeah.
so fun too.
So fun, yeah. That's so funny. You said it was cold there. Is it snowing there? It's snowing here in Indiana right now.
So, it's not snowing, but it did snow the other night. We had, like, a team get together. It was, like, a gingerbread house thing, and it started snowing, but it's just so, like, windy and rainy here.
Yeah,
It's
ooh.
freezing.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys do you guys play at home on your next game?
Yep, our first game will be at home, so it'll be chilly. I think it's, like, a 5 o'clock game, so it'll be freezing.
Yeah.
Just hopefully no snow, like, we don't have to shovel the field, hopefully.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And who
Looks
are
like
you guys playing first round?
SDSU.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a good team. We played them first game of our first game of the season. They're a pretty good team.
Yeah, they, I feel like, are very overlooked, but we always play them in the spring, and it's always a good game. I mean, they work really hard, and we've had a couple of transfers from there, and they've all helped us so much. So it'll definitely be a good game. I mean, I feel like they all are at this point.
Mhm. Right, yeah. Especially, like, everyone's fighting for their whole entire season, like, if you lose, you're
Yeah.
out, so
Exactly. I know watching the brackets today, I was like, oh my gosh, like there's going to be a lot of crazy games.
Mhm. Yeah. A lot of good games to watch now.
Mm.
Okay, what are your plans after college? Like, what's next for you after soccer?
Yeah, I have a lot of different directions. I definitely want to try to keep playing. That's like my main goal. If not, I'll kind of just continue with what I'm doing now. So I'm a sports nutritionist for younger female athletes. And I also help with like event planning for Iowa. So I will definitely be moving out of Iowa, at least for a little bit. I'm like, I have to just try something new for a little bit, whether that's with soccer or a job, I'm not sure.
Mhm.
If you could go back and tell your freshman self one thing, what would that be?
Just don't take anything for granted and like it's all going to be okay. I feel like my freshman year I was always so like stressed about everything and like was so focused on soccer that I maybe didn't get to like experience other things, and I just wish I could go back and be like you're going to be okay, like, and just to have, like, fun with it. I think most people, I mean, at least me, like, I play at my best when I'm having fun, like, with my teammates or on the field, so I really wish my freshman year I would've had a little more fun and just not taken all of it for granted.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think also once you get down to like, I mean, both of you are like have so many games left based on
Yeah.
what you do. Like you're starting to like look back and be like, oh my gosh, time has flown by. Like
True. Oh
it's
my gosh.
yeah.
I can't even believe it. It, like, makes me emotional too. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, like, I just played my last, like, regular season game. Like, what? Stop." It's so crazy.
Mhm. Yeah, it's actually crazy how fast
Yeah.
it goes by.
It's insane.
Yeah, yeah. What is your favorite memory with your Iowa team off the field?
Oh gosh, there's so many. I feel like anytime we're in the locker room, it's so fun. Like, I mean, this is kind of soccer related, but I remember my sophomore year when I was hurt, we like knew it was our last game. It was senior night. We were playing Nebraska, and the locker room was like a full dance party, and we ended up playing like amazing, but I don't even remember the score of that game. Like, that environment was just so fun to, like, look around and be like, "These people are my family," and, like, I would do anything for them, and just to, like, have fun with all of them was, like, something I will literally never forget. I mean, there's so many other ones, but that one always sticks out to me.
You keep talking about an like injury or being out. Is that the reason you got ended up getting a fifth year or kind of
Yeah.
like what happened there?
Yeah, so before my sophomore season, I tore my MCL and my PCL. And so I tried to come back, and then I ended up, like, tearing my quad too, so I just redshirted. So that's why I got my 5th year, and honestly, like, I'm so glad I did that.
How do you think I guess that's shaped you then as a player a little bit? Do you think
Yeah, shaped me a ton. I mean, like I said, my freshman year, I was always, like, stressed out and so, like, hyper focused on soccer, which isn't a bad thing for everyone. That just, like, not necessarily how I'm wired. And I think that year I got close with a lot of people that I may not have, like some of my best friends that aren't even here anymore. Like I probably wouldn't have spent as much time with because I was always in the training room with them. But also, I think it just showed me that like soccer is not who I am. It's like a part of me. And I think it was my identity for so long. And to have it like ripped away for an entire year, I kind of got to find myself and like find other things that make me happy. And also, now that I'm back on the field, I'm like so happy to be there. I mean, that's like so hard to watch your team go through all those different adversities or even like the highest of highs and being like, oh, I really wish I could be a part of that. So I think just it shaped me so much as like a person and player.
Mhm. I think it's so important, like, either if you go through an injury or even, like, just as you get older, and I'm a senior now too, so feel like I'm kinda going through this now too. It's like
Yeah.
soccer, like, used to be, like, everything, and it still is everything, but it's like
Yeah.
you get to find yourself more and, like, because now it's like after this, it's like you're going into real life, like, it's
Yeah.
much more than just soccer, like, there's other things you have to value and that are just as important as soccer, and, like, it doesn't make your whole identity, like you said.
Yeah. And like if you don't perform well, like you're still you. And I
Yeah.
think that's like so important. And I think
Mhm.
that's something that like younger girls learn along the way too, which is like so cool to watch.
Mhm. Yeah. At the end of the day, like, I always tell myself, I'm like, "It's not that deep." Like, it's just a soccer
Yes.
like, this is fun. Like, it's
Yeah.
just for fun. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is what you love. It's fun. You're doing it with like your best friends.
Yeah.
Like you said, not that deep in that way.
Yeah. Mhm. Exactly. Thanks so much for being here today, Kenzie. We really appreciate just taking the time to talk with us, and, I mean, good luck with your game this weekend.
Yes, you guys too. It was so nice to meet both of you. Good luck with everything you have going on. Hopefully, maybe I'll see you soon.
Yeah, maybe. It was really good to have Kenzie on the podcast. I think we learned a lot. She seems like such a positive, outgoing, and just fun player, and seems like a great teammate and someone who you would want as your teammate and someone you want to be around. What I took away the most was that just the importance of finding yourself outside of soccer. I mean, I feel like we've talked about this before, but that's just so important, especially as you, like, get older and you're nearing the end of your college career. It's you finally, like, start to realize, if you haven't already realized it, that soccer's, like, not everything. You shouldn't put, like, your whole worth into soccer. You're so much more than a soccer player. So, yeah, that was my biggest takeaway. Kate, what was yours?
Mine kind of was going off of that when she was talking about her injury and like learning a lot about herself. What was it? She said her sophomore year. That's
Yeah.
also like such a like her fresh she had such a great freshman year and then you come and get hurt. Like that's just a hard like transition and it seems like she dealt with it really well and was able to kind of find herself as a person outside of soccer. And we said this so many times when you're doing well, like outside of soccer, academically, like socially, whatever, it translates so much onto the field. So I am kind of assuming this, but like she learned so much about herself as a person through that injury. Even though it was something like she didn't want to happen and is like really unfortunate, but she was
Mhm.
able to grow so much and then even like do so well and get that 5th year, it seems like everything, like, worked out. Because like, in the moment, you're just like, "Wow, like, I'm injured, like, this sucks, like, everything's going bad for me." But, like,
Mhm.
she was able to turn it around and then, I mean, do so well in later seasons, and then their team is doing so well right now. I think they'll do really well in the tournament. They're always a good team, I feel like, when it comes to the Big Ten tournament or the NCAA tournament, so it'll be fun to
Mhm.
watch them play.
Yeah, for sure. I think they'll have a great run and do really well. Yeah. And yeah, kind of like you said, like with her injury, it's like in the moment, like you're just feeling the pain of like not being able to play, but you don't realize like in the future, like it's actually going to help you. It's going to be good for you. You're going to learn more about yourself and then also just have a chance to regroup and, I mean, start over and get back to soccer when you're healed from whatever you're going through. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's important. But I think that's all we have for today. So thanks for listening again to another episode of the Big Life Podcast. And we'll see you guys next week when we're going to be into the NCAA tournament already. How exciting!
Yes. So exciting. Yeah, see you guys next week.
Bye.